True Story Media.
I'm Livy Dunn, All-American gymnast and Viore athlete. When you travel and train as much as I do, you find happiness where you are. On the mat or on the sand, movement and comfort are essential. That's why I live in Performance Joggers by Viore. Made from DreamNet fabric that's made of 89% recycled materials, effortlessly soft and made to move as much as I do. My happiness starts here, in the softest joggers on the planet. Get 20% off your first purchase at viore.com/Livy. That's VUORI.com/LIVVY. Exclusions apply. Not only will you receive 20% off your first purchase, but enjoy free shipping on U.S. orders over $75 and free returns. Go to viore.com/Livy and discover the full versatility of Viore clothing. Exclusions apply. Visit the website for full terms and conditions.
You're lucky somebody took the young person who's out of school out of your house.
Yeah.
Mine are still
there.
here. So quick disclaimer. It is summer break as we are recording this, Fruities. So kids are out of school, pets are around. So you may hear all of them during this recording. Apologies in advance. Also, stay in school and don't do drugs. So, welcome to Fruitloops, Serial Killers of Color. Buiti Binafi and Bienvenidos Bitches. Thank you so much for listening. Fruitloops is a true crime, history, and comedy podcast that delves into the often overlooked stories of serial killers of color and, more importantly, their victims. And we have covered these crimes because they often go unnoticed by the public and are important to everybody. But why have they gone unnoticed? Why is that?
Curious.
Well, it is because, in the simplest of terms, the news is racist, allegedly.
And we have been discussing these cases for the past 8 years. It's our 8-year anniversary.
That's right.
Taking deep dives into the lives and crimes of these killers worldwide, while also examining the history, culture, and social factors that have influenced their actions. And we've had a lot of fun along the way.
Yeah, totally guilty on that one. I cannot lie. I cannot tell a lie. But today we have an announcement. Before anything else, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for the love, the learning along the way, the laughter along the way, and the grace you've given us over these 8 years as we've grown and evolved.
Changed
Mistakes and
tried
changed.
different things.
Yeah. It's been, I can't believe it. And this community has been one of the greatest surprises and joys of our lives.
It sure has, yeah. But after this episode, we're going to go on hiatus, meaning we're taking a break. And honestly, we're not sure how long that hiatus will last. We don't know if we'll come back. We still have a few video club episodes that we haven't released yet, and we'll make sure that those get published for you. And I also have some ideas for history-focused episodes, but at this point, they're still in the idea stage. So
yeah,
one thing I know for sure, for me anyway, is that I can't stop creating. So I'll be working on something.
Yeah.
What that's going to look like, I'm not sure yet. For now, though, Fruitloops is coming to a pause.
Yeah. It's bittersweet. So
yes,
we wanted to take this episode to talk about the show and our experiences creating it for the past 8 years. So, gosh, it's been 8 years of listener letters, hip hop air horns, how not to get murdered, crime cons, shout outs, video clubs, episodes, memories. So where do you want to start, friend, with our reflections?
Well, let's start with listener letters. Let's talk about all of the listener letters that we've gotten over the years. We've gotten so many communications.
Oh, let me do a sound effect.
Okay.
Listener letters. Let's check what's in the bag.
Well, hello, angels. Thank you. And I don't remember exactly how we started using that, but we decided it was a fun little sound, and it made me think of angels bringing the bag of letters to us.
Yeah.
It was a fun little thought.
Yeah, no, and I still like, because this is heavy stuff.
Yeah.
And that sound effect alone is like kind of a
Feels
relief
good.
mid episode. Yeah, it feels good in
It
the face of
feels
such
good,
horror.
and it makes me smile every time I hear it, because I do imagine like angels bringing the bag. I mean, actually, the angels do bring the bag to us, so I'm not imagining it.
Amen. Praise the Lord. Yes, absolutely, they do.
So I wanted to say thank you to all the people who sent us letters, and I actually came across an old email from a listener named David, who told us about the Immigrant Defense Project. And I don't recall if we shouted that out. So this was back when ICE ads were being aired, and we had no control over that.
Yeah.
It was, Christy Gnome is a bird-legged hoe.
Okay, excuse me. Look, she went off.
Yeah, that song, when somebody dropped that song, I was singing it in my head for weeks. So yeah, ICE ads were being aired, and we were getting a lot of letters from people saying, hey, I don't know if you know this, and we did know it. We couldn't do anything about it. Our network couldn't do anything about it. They just did it. And we had no control over that. But
yeah, it was really frustrating.
Yeah, it was. It made me so mad.
Yeah.
And David, who wrote this letter, suggested that our listeners give to the Immigration Defense Project, and it's Immigration Defense Project, all one word, .org. And they help with the defense of immigrants. So
I love
looks
that.
like there's also some articles about different things, how to resist authoritarianism, ICE alert about ICE at the airports, things like that. So check it out. Thank you, David, for giving us that recommendation. And I don't recall if we mentioned it or not, but I saw that in the letters that I saved and wanted to make sure that we mentioned it.
Thank you for sharing that. Hip hop air horn to David. Thank you so much. That it's really funny. Not fun. It's actually not funny at all. Not like comical, but maybe comical, because we talk about on every episode, we do land acknowledgements and get into the history and the issues, concerns, oppressions of back in the day are sort of visible today as well. And I just appreciate the listeners being hip to that and giving us solutions to continue to fight these issues that are ongoing. So thank you.
Yeah, thanks. What else? Are there memories from listener letters? Do you have any?
Well, I did go through, we used to keep like a bank of listener letters, and we've received so many over the years that I started to type names and messages out, and I was like, oh my God, we couldn't get through it all.
It was a lot. Yeah.
It was a lot. And there's so many people whose names I'm thinking of, but I don't want to leave anybody out. I thought about Tamber and Corey and Marcus and Rondika and Bree and Marlene.
I had those names
Marlene.
too.
I mean, yeah,
Bryn,
who helped us with
Seth,
beats. Yes.
Susie Q. Yeah, Marlene.
Yes.
She did some music for us that we used a lot. And when Minnie started taking over the editing, I could tell she loved Marlene's work because she used her music a lot.
Yeah, because Marlene is really talented.
It's really good music.
Yeah, and there was somebody else recently who helped us a lot on one of the cases we covered, Dolores.
Oh my God, yeah.
BL is who she is on Instagram.
Okay.
And I also want to say there have been so many of you throughout the years that I apologize if we did not name you today, but please know that doesn't mean we're not grateful and we didn't remember who you are. Every single person who has touched us and reached out to us and helped us with pronunciation or geography or history stuff or stuff about the people involved in the case. There was that one guy.
There was the guy who helped us with the Barnes episode. What was his name? I'm so sorry. I don't remember. But I know your face. I can think of your face.
Yeah. And Bert. Do you remember Bert helped us with a lot of Asian cultural stuff.
Right.
As we were covering these episodes, and just so grateful to you, Bert. I don't know if Bert is still a listener or not, but golly gee whiz, just so many people along the way. And again, if we're not mentioning you, it's not because we don't care or are not grateful. The opposite.
I am very
so
bad
grateful
at remembering
we just
names.
cannot. And so please forgive us for that. Just wanted to say that. So hip hop air horns to everybody so far that we're talking about.
Yeah, thank you.
We could not have done this show without every single person who'd even just listened for 1 minute, and then let alone reached out to us, and then let alone started a relationship with us. And just cannot thank you enough. And I'm grateful for all of the relationships we've made with
I just
Fruities.
remembered the Irish person, and I can't remember how to pronounce her name.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Aoife. And the only reason I know is because Aoife, yes.
Yes. Oh, and
she's
Aoife got up
patron.
In the middle of the night. Yes.
Yeah, to join us. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, that was magnificent. And I recall when we did our very first Zoom with Patreons during the pandemic, and I think we had discussed a little bit of the Atlanta child murders that we'd recently covered. And there were listeners from like all over the world, all parts of the globe. It was unbelievable.
We couldn't
believe
so
I couldn't believe it. I still can't
believe
it. And I remember I used to joke a lot about how like I wish my mom was proud of me. I don't even care anymore. If she's not, she should be.
She should be. That's right.
I can't believe what we have been able to grow and do just with the power of like our Fruities. It's been unbelievable.
And I wanted to read off real quick our current patrons.
Oh, okay.
Cammy the Geek is Chic, Sunflower Dove, Bryn, Danny, Monica, Dara, Patricia, Eugenie, Seth, Andy, Kim, Marcy, Caitlin, Kim again. Let's see. The first one is Kim G, and the second one is Kim J. Carolyn, Love Paper Paint, Christina, Angela, Aoife, Angela, Nancy, Lamb 90, Kim Hayes, Samantha, E.H., Brandy, Elder Goth, Jillian, Christina, Renata, Nicole, Chrissy, and Adrienne. Yeah.
Oh, we love you so much. Thank you for doing that, Beth.
Yeah.
This is Beth and I oh my gosh, there's another memory. I've gone from the closet in Phoenix, the dining room in Phoenix, the garage in Phoenix, the car in Phoenix, a hotel in Georgia, the car, a new house and closet in Georgia. Then suddenly a campsite.
Yeah.
And the car in the campsite and the extended KOA, stay, the KOA, and then the closet in the rental to this new place. Like the studios have changed, but the love for the Fruities has not. And so just thank you for like rocking with us through all the trials and tribulations.
Yeah,
Holy
thank
cow.
you so much.
What's that, bud? The Lincoln Summer Sales event is on now with exclusive offers? Oh, so you want to feel the wind pouring through the available open panoramic vista roof on a road trip? And spend the afternoon beachside hanging out on the back of the spacious Lincoln Splitgate? Okay, I'll schedule a Lincoln test drive today, right before your vet appointment. Visit your local Lincoln retailer or learn more at Lincoln.com.
So I think that's good for the listener letters section. You want to talk about how not to get murdered,
Yeah, how not
past
to
and
get
present.
murdered tips, past and present. So one of my favorites is actually my own.
I know what this is going to be, and I'm excited. It's a good
when you're
one.
walking down the street, just think, fuck you, as you're walking down the street. Just look like super angry. And
Go
so
on.
people won't fuck with you. Yeah.
That's right. I love that one. And it rings in between my ears to this day. That was an excellent tip.
Yeah.
It was shocking when I heard it come out of your lips. Like, this nice white lady is not to be messed with.
I will fuck you up.
And it felt also like really empowering, like it's simple, but doable. And I use it to this day. So thank you for that tip.
Thank you. Glad I could help.
Yeah, absolutely. This is what we do, is help each other, right?
Yeah. So some other ones. There was a fruity who suggested putting boards behind the sliding glass doors so that they couldn't be opened.
Right.
And windows, sliding windows. What else? Oh, lock everything.
Yeah, of course.
Lock your house the fuck
well
up.
lit.
Yeah.
Keep,
every night I go to bed, I do my rounds. That's what my daughter calls it. I do my rounds, make sure everything's locked.
I love it. Old Whitey calls it securing the perimeter. And then he'll give me a thumbs up going into the bed and be like, perimeter secure. Yeah. Keeping things well lit. We also talked about security systems, even phony baloney, fake ones
security
are
systems,
good deterrents.
Yeah. Or putting like dog toys out, like big dog toys, like you have a big dog.
Yeah.
Like a big dog bowl with water, something like that. Yeah.
Or men's boots outside the doors.
Yeah. Yep.
What else did we talk about? Simply Safe was never a sponsor of the show, which is disappointing as we sunset.
We always talked about Simply Safe because it was a cheaper alternative.
Not a sponsor, yeah.
I don't know if it is anymore, if it's a cheaper alternative anymore. But we did shout them out a lot.
Yeah, even though they didn't they were not interested. They were just not that into us. But also Nancy, CrimeCon Nancy.
Oh yeah, CrimeCon
Nancy.
Somebody
who's been we've known since that CrimeCon back in Austin, and the products and knowledge that she shares is fantastic, and she sells tons of merch for women and people who want to stay safe but be discreet about it. And she introduced us to, while we were at CrimeCon, a wonderful self-defense instructor, Patty Stewart, who is the founder and CEO of Defense and Heels. And sexy self-defense, am I right?
Yeah.
But she was like, she just had a powerful like aura about her. And the feminine strength was just like coming out of her pores. But she's a self-defense expert. And we asked her, at a big event like this, like CrimeCon, and it's, summer festival season, we're all going to the festivals, getting the merch, getting the little booklets, and asked her, what's a good tip for people attending things like this? And she said, the best thing you can do is get your head out of your program and out of your phone and be alert, head on a swivel.
Yeah, because she noticed that people were walking around just looking at their programs and not paying attention to what's going on around them.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we also met a guy named Joey Walker. Yeah.
Oh, I was just going to ask you if you found the card with the name.
I did. Yeah.
Good.
Name is Joey Walker, and he has a podcast called Serial Defense. He also does he's a karate champion and a safety expert. And he talks about that kind of stuff. He looks like he talks about true crime cases. He also, in his spare time, does defense classes.
Yes. And he, I believe, has, he showed us a how not to get murdered tip at the table at CrimeCon. And it blew my mind at the time.
Yeah.
Like, whoa. But
it was really cool.
It was so technical. I couldn't describe it. So follow Joey for how to stay safe.
Joey Walker serial defense.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And then there was another wonderful woman whose name I also forgot, but suggested this tip that I blew my mind at the CrimeCon table. My wig was in pieces all over the floor. But she said to keep a fire extinguisher near your bed.
Oh, yeah.
If there's an intruder, you can use the extinguisher itself as a weapon or the contents as a spray to neutralize the threat and or create cover for yourself to get away. And I just thought, wow. I love coming here.
That was a great tip. Yeah.
Yeah. Any other past or present how not to get murdered tips?
Not off the top of my head.
Oh, you know which one I've always loved is the keys in your knuckles. But we don't always carry keys. Now we have like all these fobs and stuff for e-cars or whatever. And cars are so fancy, they just have the fobs and not really keys. So anyway, I still think it's a good tip, but it might not be as ubiquitous as it would have been
as it
10 years ago.
Yeah.
So these how to survive tips are constantly evolving. And since Beth and I are on hiatus, our inbox is open. So if you've got new tips, please
go ahead and send them. Anything else you want to send us? We're keeping the lines open.
Yeah, that's right.
602-935-6294.
Ow! Don't forget you can call or text that number if you want to get at us, tell us thoughts or tips, shout outs. Just say how you're doing, how you're feeling, because boy, oh boy, it is crazy out there. I guess next segment of memories, video club episodes, past episodes. What are your favorite video clubs? And
well, first of all, I have to say that I loved video club. I loved it, especially when Minnie could join.
Yeah.
It was so much fun, and you did such a good job of summarizing the episodes and leading the club.
Oh, thanks for the club. Thanks, friend.
Yeah, it was great.
I
loved it. And talking about the shows that we watched, because normally I don't have anybody to talk about with those. So that was really fun.
Same.
So some of my favorites were like 13th.
Oh, yeah.
Blew my mind.
That was an outstanding doc. And the discussion was amazing too.
Yeah, it's such a good doc. It blew my mind, like just stuff I didn't know. And then Unseen, which was about the Cleveland Strangler.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't about him. It was about the victims. Yes. And it's called Unseen because the victims were unseen.
Yeah.
They were sex workers for the most part, or women living in the streets, just people that other people don't see. And it was such a well done documentary and really made me think about that.
Yeah, I have to agree. Actually, that documentary tied to one of my favorite episodes, which was the Anthony Sowell episode.
Yeah.
Which was, it was a maddening episode because this happened so many times to so many people. Yeah. And it was really easy to look the other way.
It just kept going on and going on. And he had bodies laying everywhere.
Yeah.
There was a body on the roof of the house.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck, man?
It just absolute insanity.
It was very frustrating.
Yeah, that was a really great doc to watch and talk about. Then
my
go ahead. No, you go
I was
ahead.
going to say another favorite of mine was Sing Sing because I just loved that movie and I loved our discussion about it. It was wonderful. I loved it. Yeah. Although I always resisted doing anything but true crime docs.
Okay.
You might have noticed that.
I did notice that. And my only pause is because true crime is so, at least the way we cover it, all encompassing of crime and culture and history. And there's so, at least with regard to marginalized people, there are elements of true crime that people won't get unless maybe they see a documentary like Sing Sing.
True.
Or hear us talking about a documentary like Sing Sing. Yeah. And so I'm not one to push back too hard, but I was really glad that you agreed to do that one.
Yeah. And Me too. Me too. I'll just say
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
How about you? What are some of your favorites?
Well, I recall one of the first ones we watched and tried to like watch clips from the documentary with the Fruities
Yeah.
was Shawshank Redemption.
Oh,
And
yeah.
the
We were going to watch
difficulties were insane.
We were gonna watch it together. We were gonna do a watch party. Yeah. And it didn't work.
And then we learned you can't do that without paying the movie studios a gazillion dollars.
Yeah.
Or something. We just didn't know. And so it didn't work out.
Yeah. So that
like
was wasn't it around the beginning of the pandemic? And
it was like 2022. It was
okay.
still pandemic time.
End.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I had been watching shows with my daughter. So I didn't think it would be a problem because my daughter and I during the pandemic we would watch TV shows together. I think on Zoom. I think it was on Zoom. And so I didn't think it was going to be a problem, and then it was.
Yeah, but it was definitely an experience, and I don't recall. I have to raise my hand and call myself out. I have not been great at getting the right links to all the right people during video clubs. I seem to learn how to do it better or different every time, or I don't remember how I did it last time. And so anyway, so apologies for that, but I can't remember. That might have also been an issue at that first one, and I might have fucked up the links.
We weren't sure what we were doing at first.
Right.
Yeah.
And we didn't use what we use now at that point. And so it was harder. It was just more challenging and a learning curve. And I am sorry.
And I will say that if you start an endeavor like we did, you're going to make a lot of mistakes. You're going to fuck up a lot, and it's okay.
Yeah.
You have to fuck up to learn. So
absolutely.
That's what we did. We fumbled around. We did a lot of fumbling.
Yeah. Fumble. Let's get ready to fumble.
It's okay. It's okay.
This episode is brought to you by San Pellegrino Ciao. A gift from Italy to your home. San Pellegrino Ciao is a flavored sparkling water made with real fruit juice, finished with a pinch of Sicilian salt for a perfectly balanced taste. So which flavor will you choose? Peach, lime, blood orange, cherry, or maybe the all-new limoncello? Crafted in Italy with 0 grams of added sugar. San Pellegrino Ciao. Buy it now.
This episode is brought to you by Tidy Cats, here to level up your litter game with their new Performance Plus lineup. Your home is your happy place, your cats, VIPs. So when it comes to the litter box, excellence isn't optional. Choose from products that specialize in max power clumping, low tracking, or odor fighting so advanced, stink won't see it coming. Tidy Cats Performance Plus. Mission mighty, keep it tidy. Shop now at tidycats.com.
Oh, I was going to tell you 2 more docs that I thought of.
Okay.
The MLK doc, or no, it wasn't MLK. Maybe it was 4 Little Girls.
The 4 Little Girls, yeah.
But I was living in an extended stay hotel at the time, and we had 1 bathroom, and all 4 of us shared 1 bedroom. And I recorded that doc from the bathtub of the extended stay hotel.
Oh my God.
And
the things that you had to do.
I'm telling you, man, I love this show so much. I have sacrificed. I did so much. But I was in the bathtub, and the internet was also doo-doo at the hotel. I should name them, but I won't. Doo-doo.
The doo-doo
Bleep
hotel.
this out, Minnie. Fuck you. Anyway, but due to technical, and they only gave us 1 roll of toilet paper per week.
My
anyway,
God, what? Holy shit!
It was crazy.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
terrible.
But the internet was terrible, and due to technical difficulties, we couldn't get through the doc. And I was just sitting with my equipment and my laptop and my mic in the hotel shower. And my family wouldn't leave me alone. And Beth and Minnie were so like just really gracious and understanding despite all of the.
I mean, you have to be, right? Here's my friend sitting in a bathtub. Yeah.
So
oh my
that
God.
was.
I'm sorry you had to do that.
It's cool, man. We made it. We did. I also wasn't sure because of the technical difficulties if everybody got the appropriate links. And
you know what?
Anyway,
that was MLK.
I actually listened to that episode pretty recently.
I'm pretty sure
even
it was
though we didn't
MLK.
get through the doc, we talked a little bit about those young girls who were bombed by the KKK, and that was at least we got to at least talk a little bit about them and their names, and the issues and stuff like that. So I'm grateful for that.
I think it was MLK.
Oh, okay.
Because we just recently published that one, and we had to turn it into a Love You Bye episode. It was like MLK/Love You Bye because we had technical.
Yeah, because
I couldn't remember what the technical difficulties were, but now I remember.
Now hearing me tell
your story, and now I feel bad.
Hey, speaking of another gem with technical difficulties. We love learning and talking here. That's why we have this show. And we covered the trials of Gabriel Fernandez. It was a crossover episode with Al from Affirmative Murder.
Right.
And technical difficulties, that was also during the pandemic. And my laptop crashed.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
We finished.
Lost everything.
We lost everything. I was reaching out to the people at Skype. Can you help us, please? Nothing was saved. Yeah. And so we had to do it all over again. And Al, he is such a wonderful man.
Yeah.
Fran, they're both wonderful guys and very understanding and still willing to collaborate with us despite my fuck ups.
Didn't hate us forever.
No. So that was really great.
Your computer crashed. That's not your fault. So, shit happens.
Yeah.
But speaking of wonderful people, the Generation Y guys, we sat next to them at CrimeCon this last time. And they're so cool and so nice. And Aaron, he walked us out when we were packing up our car. He walked us out and carried some shit for us. Like,
but
so nice.
It was not just a normal carrying stuff to the car, which we would appreciate from anybody. But this was above and beyond because it's Caesar's Palace.
Oh my God, that place is
a maze and a labyrinth and a marathon run all in one
place. It
place.
Really is.
And it takes
crazy.
you forever to get anywhere. And it would have been really challenging for Beth and I to get all of our equipment.
We would have had to do
end.
it twice.
Yeah.
That's what we were planning on doing. We were going to have to walk out to the car and then come back and then walk back out to the car. And I'm not kidding. It had to have been a mile.
Yeah. I think you're right. It was a 20-minute walk. And he just was so generous. With his manly strength and time to help us.
Yeah,
and
that was really
cool. The best. And we had a good talk on the way there. And just really grateful to both of those guys for the kindness and generosity they've showed us throughout the years. We're a little podcast and we've talked about this before. And they've acknowledged the true crime space when we first dipped our toes into it was a very male white space.
Yeah.
And they were just really kind to us from the beginning and forever grateful for that.
Yeah, from the first CrimeCon we went to.
Yeah. What little old us?
They came over and talked to us. Yeah, it was cool.
It was unbelievable. Yeah, it was
cool.
like it was amazing. So forever grateful to those fellas. Hey, also text us at 602-935-6294 or get at us if you have some Video Club memories or episodes that you want to touch back on. What about, Beth, for you, favorite and least favorite episodes?
Okay.
And I have always been bothered by this when people are like, what's your favorite? You can only have one.
Yeah.
Oh, no, sir. No, ma'am.
I don't have just
as many
one.
favorites as I want.
Yeah, it was always hard for me to pick a favorite because it would also change over time. Like for a long time, I said the Twitter killer.
Yeah.
And the reason had to do with the way we constructed that episode, not necessarily the story, although it was a pretty fucked up story. But it was like a Halloween episode, and it had to do with the suicide forest, which was really creepy. And just the way we put it together made me really proud.
Yeah. No, sometimes after we would stop the recording, you would just leave where Beth is always recorded in her big old castle room at her house. But my studio has changed. But after a good episode, it feels really good. Like we did the story justice.
Yeah.
We talked about the victims. We talked about the circumstances and the history and the context, which we've always found really important. And so that was an episode where I too felt really good about it.
Really good about that one. Yeah. As far as stories go, Antoinette Frank is one that I think about a lot.
That's on my list too.
So crazy. Just she was a cop and she killed like multiple members of a family, people she knew, friends.
Yeah.
She also probably killed her father. And it's just a crazy story.
Yeah.
Stephanie St. Clair, because that one was so fun. And I love hearing you talking about her.
Oh my God. Madame St. Clair is that one was just really fun. And it was a little different than cases we had normally covered. But she was just such an incredible woman. And I just was so fascinated by her and her drive and she just was just
amazing
and did not take any crap from anybody.
She did not. And she did not give any fucks.
Oh, not a one, nary a one. And I love that story.
Yeah.
I also really enjoyed and had fun talking about Griselda Blanco.
Oh, yeah. That one was fun, too.
That was fun.
The Brazilian Bonnie and Clyde, Maria Bonita and Lampaio.
What was it that did it for you on that one?
It was just very different, like the culture and learning about the bandits. And it was just a very different story because, we cover serial killers. And so a lot of the stories are about, like, I call them traditionalists.
Yeah, yes.
the guys who kill women, and they're usually vulnerable victims. And they started to all sound the same. They all started to actually bore me a little bit because they're so similar.
Yeah.
But this story was just so different. And I loved learning about the culture. And I love history. So it was historical. Yeah, I just really loved that story.
I'm going to list a few other favorites.
Okay.
Charles Ng.
Oh, yeah.
He was the Asian accomplice to...
He's one half.
What's the other guy?
Leonard
Lake.
Lake, that's right.
Leonard Lake. And Leonard Lake was a white serial killer who got a lot of notoriety, but Ng's story is part of that story.
Often not told, yeah.
Right. And so
that was interesting.
A really interesting episode. Who else?
We did a couple of Aboriginal Australian men.
Yeah.
Those were interesting to me too because, different cultures. And also we learned some things like...
Yeah, from our listeners right away who were like, hey, by the way, it's not cool to do this in this culture. So we immediately fixed it up. Or I think we re-released the episodes or took out the part that would have been harmful. We never want to harm it, right? We never want to cause harm.
Yeah.
These individuals that we talk about, the victims have already been harmed enough. The families have already been harmed enough. And so I was really grateful when people looked like, hey, you should know this.
Right.
The
Always
DC snipers.
Oh, yeah,
case?
the DC snipers.
That one.
DC snappers. DC snipers. Yeah, that was interesting.
It was Christopher Dorner. His name hasn't come up in a long time. The LAPD officer.
Right.
Some might say
went on a shooting
snapped.
spree. Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't really see it like that. And we talked about it.
Yeah.
Oh, La Mata Viejas was also a fun
yeah,
case
that was
to
a
cover.
fun one. Yeah.
That's one that I think about.
And then the Dayton Christmas killings, which I like because you're in the episode
Oh
of
my God.
Homicide for the Holidays.
I tried to
watch it every year.
I can't
for the
believe
holidays. There's my friend Wendy.
That is so funny. Man, yeah, that was also obviously a very tragic case. But one of the things that was interesting to me is when the TV people called, they couldn't find anybody else other than Nancy Grace who had covered it. And
oh, wow.
That's kind of
why.
what I found.
Didn't they say that it was like a mess because they couldn't find anybody?
That's what I was told. And so I just thought that's kind of a theme throughout a lot of the cases that we've covered is difficulty finding enough information about the victims and the circumstances. And so that's been it's been a job.
Yeah.
To get that stuff.
Get that information. Yeah.
This is going to be an extremely busy month. I have to watch 104 soccer games, follow the pregame, the postgame, yell useless opinions at the TV. It's a lot. So I knew that when it comes to screening for colon cancer, the choice was clear. The Cologuard Plus test. It can be used at home and can only take 15 minutes, so I can do it during halftime and not miss any action. If you are 45 or older and at average risk, ask your healthcare provider about screening for colon cancer with the Cologuard test. You can also request a prescription at Cologuard.com.
If you want all of your data in one place, you need the Intuit ERP. I'm Damon John, and I run my growing business on Intuit Enterprise Suite. Learn more at intuit.com/ERP.
Do you have any least favorites?
Yes, actually, I do.
Oh, do tell.
Well,
do tell.
one of them was when we interviewed a serial killer. So that's it.
I was going to say the name.
Took that off because we felt bad about it afterwards.
And
it felt yucky.
Absolutely. Wish we'd never done it. And also, it's part of our journey that we can't deny, or it happened.
We did it.
Yeah.
But we regret it.
I'm glad we realized that we shouldn't have done it and took it down. And just apologies for that one. I don't know what we were thinking, but this has been a journey with lots of trials, tribulations, mistakes, wins,
all that stuff. Speaking of which, we were invited to be on Jensen and Holes, which at the time was a really, really big show. Mm-hmm. And I was so anxious. We went on there and I feel like I sounded like an idiot. Oh. And so I regret doing that one. And I actually never listened to it because
You've never, still to this day?
Still to this day. I don't think you can find it anymore.
Oh,
because that show is gone.
It's not on the airwaves anymore?
I don't think so. I think I took it down. Yeah.
Oh, no.
But I still wouldn't listen to it because there are episodes that we've done that I haven't listened to just because I'm like, sounded like an idiot. I don't know. I'm just like really hypercritical of myself.
Oh, well, please stop treating my friend Beth that way.
I'll try.
If you don't mind.
Been doing better.
She's wonderful.
Yeah.
And she's a human. And she deserves love and grace. You haven't killed anybody, so.
Oh, that's true. I haven't killed anybody. I haven't done that. So that's good.
Yeah.
But that is one thing so when we started doing this podcast, I was thinking about this. When we started out, we would drink wine.
Oh, yeah.
Because we were so anxious. And
also a lot of podcasters, true crime podcasters specifically, were doing that. And talking about
the alcohol.
This.
Yeah, it was like a thing people were doing. And it helped with the anxiety. And it sounds really stupid now. But that's what we did. Mm-hmm. Now I don't get anxious. And we've done some live shows and it turns out I can do it.
Yeah.
I did not think I could.
That deserves a hip hop air horn. It turns out I can do it, bitch. It turns turns out I can do
Turns
it.
out I could do that. Yeah. Because before we started this podcast, I thought I sounded like a goober, just like super awkward. So listening to that first episode we did, which wasn't great, but still, I was like, hey, I don't sound like a complete goober. So
Thank you.
That was really actually very good for my self-esteem.
Yes, I love that. Yeah. Okay, so if we think of Fruit Loop serial killers of color as like our child, like a baby that we created, you don't know what you don't know, and you just do your best as you go along.
Yeah.
And that's what we did.
Yeah.
And I get being critical of yourself. I think that's part of the human condition. If I think people who don't criticize themselves are sociopaths.
Yeah,
So,
and it's also good to recognize when you do well also.
Yeah. I was going to say my least favorite cases are the cases where we cover the most vulnerable of the vulnerable, which is generally children. And it just hits different.
It does, really does.
Yeah. As you know, I'm a mom, you're a mom and a grandma, right? It just hits. They just do. And I can't explain beyond that, but those are hard. Those are really hard. They're all hard, but those hit different. Listeners, tell us what episodes stood out to you in the 8 years.
Your favorite ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or your least favorite ones, whatever.
Yeah, you can tell us your least favorite ones. That's okay.
I also wanted to mention we did a bunch of crossover episodes with people like the Murder History Girls.
That's right.
We did an episode for Forgotten News, which you named See You in Hell, Peter Betters.
That's right. That's right. We did. Yeah.
Generation Y. We did Marvin Gaye.
The murder of Marvin Gaye.
Mm-hmm. She Goes by Jane. Madison McGee, True or Crime, and then Colts, Crimes, and Cabernet, which has now been renamed to Navigating Advocacy. Whitney and Melissa are the hosts. And I wanted to mention that we saw them at CrimeCon, and they're running an advocacy conference.
Amazing.
Not a convention, a conference. I had to look up what's the difference. A conference is formal education kind of stuff, where a convention is more fan community focused, more like fun stuff. A conference is more about educating, and it's called Advocacy Con, and you can find it at advocacycon.com. It's going to be September 11th through the 13th in Albuquerque, and it's mainly for victims of crime. And helping the victims of crime. And it sounds really cool and exciting.
Yeah, it totally does. Memories. What are some unforgettable moments? I'll start.
Okay.
One thing that's unforgettable is that one time we sat down to record and I realized that for the past week, I researched an entirely different case than the one we were supposed to cover.
Whoopsies.
And I felt so ridiculous. We laughed about it for weeks, still laughing about it now. I can't remember what episode that was, but boy, oh boy, was that a painful lesson in podcast preparation.
One of my memories is potting through the pandemic.
Yeah.
I'd like to go back and listen to those episodes as the pandemic started and going through the pandemic. I remember talking about people hoarding toilet paper and being so baffled.
Yeah.
And let's see what else. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say during the pandemic, there was, George Floyd happened during the pandemic. There was some real racial reckoning going on.
Yeah.
And it felt, I don't know if this is good or bad, but it felt more, we had more of a runway to talk about these historic and systemic issues in the wake of what was happening with George Floyd and connecting them to the true crimes that we were talking about. And so that was pretty cool.
Yeah. And I have to say that I learned a lot about history culture, why serial killers become serial killers.
Yeah,
mainly because they have shitty childhoods.
Yeah.
Why they often pick victims of the same race has to do with proximity, you told me, because they live in the same areas. I learned about redlining, all that kind of stuff, which sometimes I have to tell you this. Never told you this before. This is new information.
I don't like surprises. I want to go away now.
Sometimes you would say something and I'd be like, what? And I'd have to Google it because I had no idea. And I was like, this can't be true. And then I would Google it and, holy shit, this is true.
Can I tell you something along the same lines? In my head, you're the wisest person I know. I have a mom and she's in her, I don't know how old she is, but she's an old lady and she's pretty wise. But I am surprised when you don't know, because I assume you know everything.
Yeah. I don't, yeah.
Oh, okay, whatever.
I'm learning now, I'm trying.
Yeah, and I also think...
Although as I get older, I think I'm forgetting just as much as I'm learning.
But I also think that is, right, you're my white friend. And I don't know how to say this. I've been around white people my whole life. And I don't hate white people. I love human beings, but I'm sometimes frustrated with the lack of willingness to learn. And I think that's one of the reasons I love you so much.
Thanks.
And I have, I still have a favorite white lady list. Sorry, call me immature or ridiculous, but Beth is always going to be at the top because of your willingness to learn and display empathy for people who are not like you. And you always just are like trying to understand, trying to learn.
Well,
and
I appreciate your patience with me.
Oh my God. I was also going to say that about you because boy, oh boy, have I been a mess off and on for 8 years. And Beth is always like, hey girl, it's okay. If you need a moment, you need to take a break. It's all good. And very generous and gracious, and couldn't have made it this far without my partner being like that. So thank you, friend. Thank you.
We always say we're yin and yang. You're good at things I'm not good at. I'm good at things you're not good at.
Yeah. And you're Jordan and I'm Pippin.
That's right.
Yeah. And sometimes we flip.
It happens. We flip sometimes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, please let us know if you have any memories, Fruitloops serial killers of color memories over the past 8 years. I know we've left so much out. It'd be impossible to cover in this one episode, but you know how to find us. So for this Love You Bye episode, we want to say shout out to the Fruities. Every single one of you.
Yeah.
You have made this endeavor and this community and this space worthwhile and something really beautiful where we look out for each other and learn from one another and support each other, encourage each other, and just shout out to everyone who has ever reached out with constructive criticism, loving corrections, encouragement, and support. You helped shape this show in ways we'll never, ever forget.
Yeah.
And we love you, Fruities. We love you listening. New Fruities, old Fruities, people who hear this and are like, you guys suck. That's okay too.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks
for listening.
So for this Love You Bye episode, we want to say exactly that. We love you. Bye. But not goodbye. Not goodbye. Think of it more as a hasta luego, huh? And when is luego? Honestly, quien sabe right now. Who knows? But we will see you when we see you. We do love you. And thank you truly.
Yeah.
From the bottom of our hearts for everything.
Yeah, thank you. to wrap it up?
Sure. We can do that. We can do that. Let's see. Okay, my friend. How's that one feel? Uh-oh. I think a dog just shit in the kitchen. Anyway, I hope Minnie can... Sorry.
A dog just shit in the kitchen.
A dog just shit in the kitchen. Great. Old Whitey is shouting. Anyway, and I love you, friend. I will see you on the internet. We are always going to be in contact, and I love you no matter what. And it's thank you. Thank you. Okay.
All right.
We did
it. We did it. So I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do.
We don't have to say anything.
Okay.
Well, just business
Hasta
as
luego?
usual.
Yeah.
Hasta luego. Yeah, that's good Espanol, friend. Very proud of you. Very proud of you.
I just copied you. Have a good afternoon.
Thank you.
Or
you
evening,
too.
whatever it is over there.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know. Okay. Love you.
Right.
Bye.
Love you too. Bye.
Thanks, Minnie.
Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Now, I was looking for fun ways to tell you that Mint's offer of unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month is back. So I thought it would be fun if we made $15 bills. But it turns out that's very illegal. So there goes my big idea for the commercial. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan required. $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. See terms.
Ouch. This knee is killing me, but I can't stop training. The marathon is in 2 weeks.
Let's get on ZocDoc and find a doctor to take a look at that for you.
Okay.
Here's a review. Dr. Craddock really takes his time.
No, I don't have time.
What about Dr. Charles? His patients say he can help find a quick fix, and he's in network.
Great, now we're talking. Book it.
Booked. 1 mile down, 19 to go.
Bring it on.
You've got options. Download the ZocDoc app today.